Thank you, Alejandro. We are indeed with the man of the hour here in Warsaw, Richard Rapport. Richard, a topsy-turvy day for you. You started off blazing hot with this game against Wojtaszek. After that, you cooled off against Wesley, but you finished strong against Vishy, Anand. Describe your feelings as well as the way you approached today's rounds.
Oh, well, hard to describe them, actually. Yeah, I thought +1, which I ended up making before the day. It would be a decent result. Yeah, obviously, if you look at the tournament situation, it was very important to score against Vishy because he was just running away with it. But of course, I feel a little bit bitter about this, yeah, because okay, he's such a legend, and what he has done here, I mean, it's just incredible. Even against me, I think he had very good winning chances. Okay, pretty much out of the opening, but still, I mean, maybe he should have even had more points than he did, yeah, which is crazy.
It's still competition in the end, but let's start with this moment in the first round of today against Wojtaszek when you play this move, bishop to d3. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, this is a nonsense move, actually, of course. Yeah, I figured I played bishop b5, bishop c4 already, yeah, so why not to play bishop d3? No, I had actually games here in Warsaw in Rapid and Blitz. I think I beat Chirila here in the last round, and I think I drew with Wolokitin with bishop d3. So it's pretty much aiming to get kind of a hybrid with the c3 ideas, yeah.
c3 or some Rui Lopez.
Yeah, but maybe to play castles first, just in case, you know, Andrew Kiva not to show cards immediately with c3. So this is the idea. Now, how I came to this is that Levin told me a story about e4 c5 bishop d3. Like that, this is the stupidest move, and Tal lost some game here with black, and I thought, okay, I can do better.
You can improve on that.
Yeah, I can improve on that, yes. So I can knight f3 and then bishop d3. Of course, not, you know, too proud of this, but well, this is what I.
Now, over dinner last night, you told me that you have a lot of these, let's say, nonsensical weapons in your arsenal. Is it still the case, and are you going to employ more in the Blitz, even more nonsensical ones in the Blitz?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to, of course, partially hide some prep, but also just to have some fun. And I feel like, you know, getting some offbeat positions are the way to have it, at least for me. Yeah, but actually this game against Radek turned out to be very classical. So
quite smooth indeed.
Yeah. And then after that I played a very normal line, yeah, King's Indian, and I...
Actually, let's go through that one, because that one was just simply wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I was doing very well. Okay, this is a main line, but I was doing, okay, really well. I think he kind of tricked himself at some
Second
point.
try, you were trying
yeah, here.
The King's Indian. Did you have any doubts about going for the King's Indian?
No, I play this very frequently in short attempt controls, so I... Yeah, and here he just tricked himself with a4. Basically, that after a4, when I do this g5, h5 thing, yeah, if the pawn was still on a3, he just goes knight h2 and I can resign. But here I have knight d4 and his queen is kind of trapped, yeah. So I ended up having a huge advantage. I mean, look at this position, yeah, like a5, like I just up a pawn, amazing structure, yeah. And then I ended up losing this. Of course, at the end I just blundered in one move.
Even more time on the clock.
Yeah, no, I had this position actually. It's completely winning probably. Here, yeah, rook b7. And then I felt like I have bishop d7 is just a piece up, but I have, okay, some counterplay, but I also thought bishop e6 is very good. And then I played queen e6 and just completely forgot about queen g5, and it's immediately game over, like there was no way back. So this was not such a pleasant feeling.
So you just completely,
I mean,
g5 was a blind spot at this point.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's something that I brought with me from Bucharest, obviously, so. But, you know, bishop d7 would have been just an extra piece, yeah, and I have 5 minutes, so at this point I didn't feel like I was, you know, kind of forced to blunder. But this is what happens.
So you know you're winning, then you lose in a couple of moves. How do you recover going into the final game against Viswanathan Anand?
Yeah, you know, I've been in this situation a couple of times already, where kind of winning is the only result that matters. Yeah, I mean, of course, there is also second place in the tournament, but still, I am white, and this game worth double, yeah? So I should try. So I played this. I decided to play another nonsense move a4. I don't even know what's the idea of this one. Yeah, I saw this Fun Forest Brothers.
A4 is at move
4, I think. Yeah.
Oh, all the way back.
Yeah. So I saw this Fun Forest Brothers were doing this a4. Yeah, but I just don't really understand what's the point of it. But I thought, okay, why not? And he ended up responding relatively sloppy. Of course, he's perfectly fine, but he didn't like punish me for playing a4. So we got this position, which is kind of a classical Fyodorish thing, yeah, where he's got a better version, obviously, because of my early a4. He has the knight b4 jumps and everything. But overall, the line is supposed to be bad. And then I did this, what everyone is doing, and how they don't equalize. It's pretty impressive, because I've seen many games, and I play as black. So here, of course, this f4 it shouldn't be played exactly for what the reason for what happened in the game. But I know many games with f4 ideas, so I went for it anyway. And then I was thinking, okay, I'm already worse, great. And then he tricked me with this great idea, bishop f5. Intermezzo, it's very nice because he played bishop f8 first to go out of e takes f6 tempo. And then rook f2, yeah, and here was critical moment, knight a4. And he should have played d3 here, yeah, I clearly think so. He should have sacked the piece, and I don't know what I would have done, because if I do something with the c-pawn, he will go knight e4. And if I take the piece, well, dc2 takes and c4 is coming, it just looks enormous compensation.
Did you guys get to discuss this position after the game?
Yeah,
or?
he just calculated knight e4, rook e2, I think, but I mean, I told him I think d3 is very strong. But okay, it's not an easy move to make, because at this point it doesn't seem like he's in, a kind of danger.
You're changing the
Yeah, and d3 is kind of an all-in move, right, because he can just lose. So it's, I understand that maybe he didn't feel like it was the situation was calling for it. Anyway, afterwards I feel like, yeah, it was, of course, a completely strange position, as you can see, with these knights
absolutely
on the rim and bishop on b7, very strange. But I felt like, okay, I'm not maybe worse anymore. And then later on, okay, I'm pawn up and I have great structure, right? So I consolidated, and I mean, I think I missed the win, which I couldn't believe at this point.
It was indeed completely winning, and it seems like this maybe f5 was a little
No,
bit
here I wanted to
strange.
take on b4, and I didn't see after queen d3, I mean, rook b4, queen d3 was happening with something to a4, like rook a4 maybe, I think. I didn't see exactly it. But and knight b7, I thought queen b6, it's not so clear, but...
worried about the knight.
Yeah, I mean, knight b7 I can play, yeah, because rook b7 is bishop f7 check, so like, this I saw actually, but...
this is pretty
yeah, like, but I thought that, like, the pawn on d6 might not survive, but obviously, it does, so... Anyway, but after f6, it was an incredible moment, knight c6 just finishes the game. And bishop takes dc, and I get the same as in the game, just his rook is completely cut. And then I, for some reason, I discovered this knight c6 after I took e6, like immediately. And then, of course, it's not winning that much anymore.
It's not the same anymore.
Yeah, and then I was just about to misplay in the time scramble here. And okay, queen g6 was winning, I guess, yes. And I played
queen to e6, and now
yeah,
after
queen d5. I was very happy about this endgame. Obviously, this is what also bothered him. But we stopped here like c7. But bishop c5 is extremely strong, and I can't maintain the rook on f2. Yeah, it has to move, and I will give something up either on.
Goes to b6.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just bishop c5 was just a blunder. But okay, we were short on time, and luckily for me, and okay, it's really unpleasant. But he just blundered queen takes f7. Yeah. Which I spotted, surprisingly.
Richie, I would say quite a successful trip so far in the first 3 days. 1 point behind leader going into the Blitz section. How would you assess your chances?
I think last time I was here in Warsaw, I lost 160 points in Blitz, so that speaks for itself. Maybe I'll make it to 200, or hopefully not. Yeah, I will try my best, but I don't have high expectations at this point. I will just, it's Blitz, and for me, like even with 5 minutes on the clock, I can lose from piece up, yeah, but when it comes to Blitz and you start with 5 minutes, okay, what kind of expectations can I have? Yeah.
Always entertaining, always a pleasure to watch your games. We'll see you tomorrow, Richie.
Yeah.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cristian. Thank you, Richie.